Melting ice will cause a rise in sea levels, and Hawaii may have to say goodbye to some of its beaches. That's according to a new study out this month. Justin is here with the details.
Pam, the research is from a university in Italy. It found that melting ice would lead to an uneven rise in sea level around the world.
Like any mass, ice generates a gravitational field, pulling in surrounding water. As this ice melts, that pull weakens and the water flows away, causing the sea level to actually drop at the poles. The study says that's one of two reasons sea level would rise unevenly. The other?
As the ice melts from Antarctica and Greenland, the land rebounds upward. And so the seafloor deepens around Antarctica and Greenland, meaning that, again, sea level falls around where the ice is melting.
Chip Fletcher is not involved in the research, but is familiar with it. He says other studies show a global 1-foot rise in sea level by mid-century, and with the new findings, that means
we may see a few inches more than what the average global sea level rise will be.
Scientists say a sea level rise of just 1 inch would cause the shoreline to move inland by about 8 feet to where that rescue surfboard is. A rise of 1 foot would cause the shoreline to move inland to about Kalakaua Avenue.
Waves will run up over the beach and into some of the terraces and into some of the below ground parking levels, parking structures that are located along the shoreline.
Fletcher says we'll also see water coming up storm drains and manholes, and that our water table underground would rise.
Raise all that 1 foot and we might start seeing the groundwater table cropping out above the land surface, creating wetlands.
Sea level may rise 2 to 6 feet by the end of the century. That's according to Fletcher, who created this model showing what areas a 1, 2, 3, and 4 foot rise in sea level would impact around Waikiki.
We have time, if we get started soon, to adapt to sea level rise and the negative impacts of sea level rise.
Now, we should point out that Fletcher emphasized that there are still a lot of variables and unknowns, and scientists still don't fully understand sea level rise just yet.
This sounds like a movie script.
Yeah.
It's so shocking. So is this theory at this point?
Yeah, most of it is just theory, but of course we do have proof that sea level has been rising throughout the 20th century, and if these predictions are true, by 2050 we'll see 4 times as much of a sea level rise as we did all throughout the 20th century.
Wow.
Pretty scary stuff.
Sure is. Thanks a lot, Justin.